I remember when I was a youngster, once I thought I discovered Helen of Troy. Turns out it was my great aunt Wilma, but we put her back anyway.
Going from American football to archaeology was the greatest discovery and the greatest change in my life.
But this is just... I can't believe we're really finding stuff here. I mean, I heard, once I heard about the cup that they found, I was like, we've got to check this out. But this is one step closer to truly unlocking the secrets of Troy.
I think I found a worm.
The city of Troy is hypothesized to be founded and first settled in the early Bronze Age around the year 3000 BC. Troy was a populated city for thousands of years until its fall, where the famous story of the Trojan horse comes in, and the Greeks eventually managed to completely burn down the entire city. The city's fall is estimated to be close to the end of the Bronze Age, around 1180 BC. Historians tend to view the city of Troy as multiple different settlements, ranging from Troy 1 to Troy 9. We have been digging for 3 days and we have found nothing. We've been hard at work, but we press on. We press on because any day now we'll find something. Have you found anything yet, you fat lord?
I just don't want to break anything, because we're so close. I can feel it. Like,
Dig faster. What? What's this? Oh my goodness. We've done it. Wait. The Trojans were renowned for their horse breeding. Clearly, back then, horses either had very stiff ears or they sprouted horns of some kind.
like a unicorn.
No, unicorns have 2 horns, you...
Yeah, 1, 2.
Well, anyway, we know what this is, so hopefully we can sell this to a museum and get a little bit of money from it. I don't know. Since the dig, the discovery of the antlered Trojan horse has been questioned by many. Though it is true that the Trojans rode and tamed horses, there is little to no evidence of the horses sprouting antlers. Today we have made another important discovery in uncovering Troy. What we found is the arrow of Penthesilea. Achilles was renowned for his battle with the Amazon Penthesilea, where they fought and Achilles killed her, obviously, because he killed everyone. But the Amazons were renowned for their bow shooting. And here we have an arrow. That's theirs. Now, hey, gentle. Bob! Oh, what are you doing?
I was trying to pull it out.
It's okay. The arrow remains intact. You must very carefully. Oh, stop! Get away from here, Bob! As you can see here, they clearly had advanced technology in making their arrows. I don't know what animal feathers they used for this. It might have been pigeon. It slips my mind what birds are indigenous to Turkey, but I do believe this was definitely Penthesilea's arrow. I think that's going to be very useful for our dig. Penthesilea led an army of Amazons to fight against the Greeks during the Trojan War. She was presumed to be the queen of these people and had a great skill in weapons such as the bow and the handheld axe. She was also known for falling to the spear of Achilles, and legend has it that he fell in love with her as she died in his arms. This is day 7 of our dig, discovering Troy. There's a lot of dirt here, honestly, but we just got to keep digging in there. We're bound to find something soon. Anyhow, cautiously optimistic. Getting a little cold. Hear that, Bob?
What?
Fast.
Sounds like a rock. Do you need my paintbrush?
Yes. Dust it off, you fool. Okay, that's enough, that's enough. Oh. Here we go.
That looks like a rock.
Dust it off. It's clear to me what this is.
Yeah, me too, actually. I was just gonna say. It looks like a plate.
Bob, you're an idiot.
Sorry.
What we have here is clearly a small portable altar. People back in the early days of Troy, they would, they had to sacrifice to the gods, Athena, Zeus.
Odysseus.
Shut up.
Sorry. I just get so excited. Okay.
Anyway, you can see that this was clearly some portable altar for the more destitute people, where they could actually they could sacrifice an animal, and then the blood would drain into these little holes. As you can see, it collects in the little holes there. Anyway, we love. Okay, I probably shouldn't have poured tea on 1,000, 2,000, 3,000-year-old artifact, but now we know what it is. Ah, Howard! How are you doing, my man? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Alfred, it's Tanner. Alfred.
Ah, yes, I knew that.
Every time.
Anyway, pull up a seat. The dig has been going extraordinarily well.
Is that so?
This has not been the most exciting find, but I really think it's quite impressive.
Really?
It's I believe that it's a religious artifact of some kind.
Huh.
It has these little perforations for catching the blood of the animals that you slaughter. So
Okay.
I think this is a good, valuable find there, but
What do you reckon is the purpose of this again?
Yes, as you can see, portable altar. So for the more destitute of Troy, they would buy one of these, and so then they could take, I don't know, a rabbit. Did they have rabbits in Troy?
I believe they did have rabbits.
Yes. Anyway, they would take the rabbit, and the blood would kind of drain out throughout the different parts of
Are you implying that they killed the rabbit, Alfred?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's one of the smaller finds. Here's something that I really like. So as you can see here, this is clearly the authentic head of one of the horses that the Trojans were famous for breeding. You can tell that they had slightly smaller heads,
Right.
but apparently they must have had antlers back then.
Right.
So, it's just
So Alfred, why don't you give that to me? Actually, I'll inspect this for you.
okay. Thank you.
So Alfred, it seems I question your ability in archaeology quite often,
Thank you.
and this is why I mentioned your ego. But Alfred, it seems that this is actually not a Trojan horse, and this is in fact a deer, Alfred. Because there is no world where horses 3,000 years ago had horns, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, maybe it's just not mentioned in the text.
Oh, okay, Alfred.
I don't know. Like, have you ever seen a deer before?
Yes, actually, I have.
Oh, well, I haven't.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains a lot, Alfred.
Anyway, I guess we'll just delete that footage. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Let's start. Now you see here, I've got, this is the crown jewel of our time here so far. Tell me, Graham, are you familiar with Panthesilea?
Tanner. Yes, I'm aware of who Panthesilea
My name's
is.
not Tanner.
You know what, Alfred? Yes, I'm
Hey,
aware
yes,
of who
back to the
Panthesilea
point,
is.
sorry.
Yes. I'm aware of who Panthesilea is.
I theorize that this was an arrow belonging to Panthesilea herself. Think about Panthesilea. She shot arrows.
Mm-hmm.
That's an arrow.
I mean, those two things do correlate, Alfred, but you really have to examine each and every inch of every archaeological find, as we did with the Trojan horse. And as an esteemed expert myself, I can confirm with you that this just might be an arrow of Panthesilea.
Oh, yes! This is very good news.
Through my upbringing, I learned a lot about archaeology and my passion. You know, Alfred, I know it's been several years, but my name's Tanner, and you mess it up quite often. I just want to make sure that's really my
I know your name. I mean, I've known you since I was a child. At Cambridge.
Alfred, one second.
Oh, excuse me. What the heck is this? No, yeah, we're filming a documentary. What the heck? Get out of here. Sorry about that. Sometimes distractions happen. You gotta stay focused. Anyway, back over here. Anyway, what were you saying, Archibald? In truth, Alfred Snodgrass did not know whose house he was staying in, nor did he care.
They just really hate me, but like I made this flag for myself now. So if people come, they're like, oh, this is Bob's territory. Anyways, I have to get back to digging. All they want me to do is dig, and then they don't. I found a potato yesterday. They didn't care. I just feel underappreciated and overworked. If my mom could see me now, she'd be impressed. I don't think I've worked this hard since kindergarten. And I take a nap every day. So, it's kind of cool. I just gotta find it. The Odysseia?
Oh my goodness! I've discovered the Iliad and the Odyssey. A direct account of what transpired in Troy. That's why they're buried with all these artifacts, written by Homer.
I feel like I found them.
Hey, shut up, Bob. The Iliad by Homer is one of the oldest known works of all time, dating back to around the 8th century BC. It's a tragic epic poem that has thousands upon thousands of lines organized into 24 books that give it a unique story about many things, mostly being the final year of the Trojan War that took place in the city of Troy, which is located in modern-day Turkey. The battle between an alliance of Greeks and Trojans still is talked about today. When the Iliad is mentioned, often so will they mention the legendary book by the same author years later. The Odyssey takes a deep dive into the story of the warrior Odysseus, who is also the king of Ithaca. Just like the Iliad, the Odyssey is split up into 24 books to reflect different themes through each. Odysseus wanders for 10 years after the Trojan War, going through numerous amounts of battles, both physically and mentally, that eventually led to him dying to his own son after he returned home in a truly tragic ending.
teammates. I'm tired. I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be back in 1 second. Oh! Oh! What? No, this can't be. Not again. I've already tripped over a pterodactyl skull when I was a child. I was returning my kickoff, and then I stumbled, going 20 miles per hour down the field, across something I didn't know at the time. But then I realized what it was when I looked down. A pterodactyl skull in the flesh. Oh my days. This is the sword of Hector from the Trojan War, the king of Troy.
A Trojan prince and one of the main adversaries of the Greeks during the Trojan War, Hector was considered the greatest warrior for Troy and is by far the most known Trojan from the war due to his accomplishments and features. Hector killed Patroclus, Achilles' cousin, which led to Achilles to become enraged and kill Hector
We'll go
at
for
the
millions,
end of the
billions
war.
even. I can't even explain how amazing and incredible.
Oh my goodness! Here we have the sword of Hector. This sword is infamous for the slaying of Patroclus, and this is really what sparked the second half of the Iliad, where Achilles goes out and just murders people. Hector was then paraded around the city, his dead corpse, just bumping over stuff. I am really on a streak this dig. Just keep working at it, Jamin, and someday you'll get up there. The team has been digging at this site for months, finding relic after relic, unearthing Troy's secrets. But on April 12th, 2023, what they found changed everything.
We've been out here digging for 3 months straight. It takes work, and even with this expensive magnifying glass I have, it's Bob's taking a nap. I might take a nap soon. I got my gun magazines, I got my ammo, and I'm ready to go into the next adventure. So.
Ah!
Yes, Alfred.
Bob, wake up, Bob! This is history.
Alfred, what is... Oh! Oh my goodness, Alfred!
We've done it!
Oh my goodness, no, this is not real. This can't be, this can't be.
Oh my. What we have here.
It is... You better not tell me what I think that is, Alfred. This is not only the spear of Achilles, this is the spear of the greatest Greek warrior ever. For those that don't know, Achilles used this spear
Maybe there's more.
for so many things. To be one of the greatest warriors ever. The greatest Greek ever. Some may even say. I mean, to discover this is incredible. I don't even know how to react to this. I mean, Alfred, what a find by you.
Oh!
No, this can't be.
The leg of Achilles! Oh my goodness!
Okay.
This is history,
Alfred.
preserved through the ages.
Alfred, what? That is not the leg of Achilles. That is a dog bone.
You can see the joint.
This is a dog bone made for consumption and chewing. I understand this is a good find, but
I see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Achilles is known as one of, if not the greatest warrior to ever live. He is considered not only the greatest warrior of Agamemnon's army. Agamemnon was the king of the Achaean army of Greece. This spear has probably killed 50 to 60,000 men.
That was the biggest discovery of my life. I'm sorry. I remember when I was young, my dad would always tell me, he'd say, son, you're going to be a great archaeologist one day.
It's okay now.
I want to live up to his name, and finding that spear was just, it was a discovery that just, it changes your whole career.
But Achilles was also the bravest and handsomest of the Greeks. During the war, he had a disagreement with King Agamemnon over his war prize, a woman named Briseis. Achilles initially did not want to enter the Trojan War, but he was bound by the oath that all Greek men took to protect the husband of Helen. Agamemnon stole Briseis, and Achilles refused to fight against the Trojans in protest. While he waited in his tent, the Trojan army drove the Greeks back. Patroclus, Achilles' dear friend, in order to motivate the losing Greek side, put on the armor of Achilles and went to fight in his place. He drove the Trojans back for a time, but eventually Hector of Troy killed him. When Achilles heard of Patroclus' death, he was enraged and started a killing spree of terrible propositions. You know, George, I think my back's really starting to kill me.
And sorry, mate. I haven't seen a football match in 17 years. It has also been a while since I've watched some good football.
You know, I think might be time for retirement. You know, we've done our work here, and you know, Bob will still be working. He'll keep things going, but
It's kind of an idiot, but it'll
You know,
do the job.
Bob is, you know, I only really hired him as a special favor to his mother.
And I migrated here from America a year ago. I was looking for a job, but I don't know. I didn't really have any qualifications. I was a high school dropout. But there's this guy like hiring for digging stuff. I was like, I can dig. How hard can it be? And I was like, I know about Troy. It was like in Athens, Greece, or something.
Anyway, I think Man U's probably gonna win the Derby this year. Anyway, suppose that's that.
Let's get a move on, eh?
This for you. I think we could have gotten any more than 5 mil for that